Hey everybody, Grisher here with Grisher Games again. Sorry this video is so delayed. I've been messing with the new Galacticraft Minecraft over the weekend and setting up a server and stuff for y'all. So, yeah, sorry. That's why it's taking so long. If you're interested in it, check out GrisherGames.com. Make sure you send me a little message on there and I'll get you whitelisted. And you can play on the Minecraft server. It's just vanilla right now, just the first of many to come over the course of the next few months. For updates on that, again, Facebook page, GrisherGames.com. Alright, we're jumping into May 3rd, Wingman's Hangar here. Again, not a lot of info on the game. Probably going to be about a 5-minute video. Will we be able to change cameras and viewpoints when editing footage, such as in Rise of Flight? Not familiar with that game, but that's what they reference. Or will we only be able to record what we see, say like in Fraps? Chris actually answered most of these questions himself. He said it's undecided, potentially we'll be able to change the camera angle, may just stick with what you see on the screen, it's undecided, so there you go. They're not sure yet. Will we be able to pledge for different versions of other ships aside from the 300i, so as, you know, other ships, versions of the same ship come out, will we be able to? He said yes, absolutely, but then he said you'll be able to buy a preloaded out ship or just a bare bones ship. It was unclear if he actually was referring to pledgeable ships or bought with in-game money, though. He kind of left it open for interpretation. Will we be able to use asteroid ships, maneuvers, etc. to counter trailing missiles? Yes. If you're able to do it, it'll be doable. It'll depend on your piloting skills. Will there be a place to practice guns and boarding scenarios, such as like a simulator? There will be some sort of simulator in your hangar to practice flying. It is undecided, but probably unlikely that there will be something for boarding scenarios. You're just going to have to trial by fire on that. Will out of combat only be first person? Chris said probably, most definitely, most likely yes. Out of combat will have moments where it'll cut into third person for cinematic style highlights, such as going into a building or something like that. But for the most part, he wants it to be immersive. It's going to be first person. Same with the ship. When you deploy your missiles or something like that, there will be an option to have that be third person, but you can turn it off if you don't want to see it every single time. But he wants it to be immersive, so predominantly everything will be first person. He said he might add third person, but I wouldn't count on it. How big are jump points? Will they allow lots of trading and not much camping? It depends on the jump point and where you're going to be in space in regards to how large it'll be. They're going to avoid people camping as best they can. There will not be one standard exit for a jump point, so jump points will not be like hallways. They will be very large. Say, like if one person is walking across a football field, just because they go in the middle doesn't necessarily mean they'll come out the middle of the other end. So they're wanting it to be harder to camp and stuff like that, so you don't just have like a whole bunch of pirates just missile you and barrage you as you come out of the jump point. They will err on the side of making it fun rather than too safe, they said. Chris said for sure. Will older or new models of ships be released as time goes on? Yes, the universe will be living, and new models of existing ships, spaceships, will be released along with along the sides of brand new ship styles. So it'll be just like cars. They re-release cars, you know, every couple years. They're going to re-release ships every couple of years if it's a successful ship. If nobody buys it, the company probably won't be able to make more because they'll go out of business. Will enemy tactics be based on their ship model, wing commander style, or will it be more random? This question was not really answered directly. The answer to this question was generally it will be Star Wars / World War II-ish in space, which didn't didn't answer the question, but we're all familiar with that by now. Will beds, food, etc. play a role in the game? There will be a nod to them, but you won't have to sleep. Like for every 24 hours in game, you don't have to sleep 8 of them. You don't have to eat to keep your health up. You'll be able to like lay down in them and maybe watch. I don't know. They didn't really say. They said you might be able to lay down in them and interact a little bit there. You may be able to make a cup of coffee. Basic stuff to make it feel real. So the things will have a purpose, but they won't be gameplay necessary. There'll be optional little things that you can do with them, such as that. What you find while exploring... let me back up, sorry. How much fiction will carry over into the game? Will you be able to find and collect fiction, such as books, etc.? Will in-game fiction help in tactics, trade runs, mining, etc.? That was 3 parts of about a 5-part question. The other 2 were irrelevant to gameplay, but the answers were, what you find while exploring will tie into the game and gameplay. You will be able to learn tactics, etc. in the fiction against alien species, things like that. Even when you're running the tutorial, it won't feel like a tutorial. It'll feel just like part of the game, like a lot of games do. You'll start at boot camp, and then you'll work your way up, etc. They want the sales guy inside the shop to describe the ship instead of you going to the website or the wiki to look at it. They want him to be like, hey, you look like you could use a 300i. Why don't you buy one of those? Something like that. I really don't know exactly. But that's what Chris said. He wants the everything to be in game. He doesn't want people popping out to the wiki all the time. There will be a case of collecting items and artifacts around the galaxy, but he said that they will probably not be readable books. So if you're thinking like Skyrim, where you can collect all those books and read it, Chris did not make it sound like that's how it's going to be. And of the 45-minute video, that's all I got for you this week. Remember, like, subscribe. Sorry it was late. If you want to get whitelisted on the Minecraft server, send me a message, richardgames.com. Thanks. Bye.